Check out this heavenly spot right here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. Day number 3 of number 2 vacation for this year. I know I made big plans to do big things, Go to some monumental locations like some huge state parks and just explore like you would never believe. But so far it hasn't worked out that way. I mean, alright, so yeah, I went to Stone Mountain Park yesterday, and I got on a kayak, I think 80% of the day, and then explored later till I burned myself out at like 8:45. And now I'm here in a different place. Not too far from home, just a little bit burned out. The first 2 days of my vacation were just off the chain. So I need to take a break in heaven. I even considered coming all the way out here just to pick it all up, clean it up. Handful of garbage bags, whatever. Yeah. But instead I decided to not do that. I'll say that for a cooler day that is, late September, early October maybe. Come out here all day with about 10 garbage bags and just pick up stuff. Make this place more heavenly for a future. And I don't mean the rapper. Well, I mean them too. They're always included. Yeah. Can't exclude the future. Or future. Who knows, doing things like that might make things even better. Yeah. But today is mostly going to be a chill day. I'm going to explore in this beautiful place. If I find something, I find something. If I don't, I don't. I'm just going to be pointing my eyes to different things. If we see it, we see it. We don't, we don't. We just keep on going within the experience of the painting. Beautiful. Another gorgeous day in heaven. So glad I'm doing this today. I'll be working later. Man, I tell you what. I mean, I've never cracked the code of this place. I don't understand why this creek is so silty at all times. It doesn't matter if it's blistering cold out here. Like 24 degrees or anything like that, and I got the waders on. It's always extremely silty. It makes it nearly impossible to find anything of major historical significance. But I guess they're just trying to lead you to the fact that, hey, listen up, man. It's all about the beauty out here. And less about the artifacts. If you understand the beauty of it and everything else, then you'll eventually be led to the ancient pieces. The beauty comes first. I'm just going to keep on going. If there's something here, there's something here. If not, I'll keep on going. I tell you, I mean, they'll have you fooled every second of the day out here. The way they make their rocks. Nature, the laws of nature. But the question is, who copied who? Did the natives copy the laws of nature? Or did nature copy the hands of mankind when it comes to making these things right here? I mean, it's like these rocks. They always try to make these things to make it look like something that it's not. But it's proof, though, that they are still making them. I mean, that's quite the blade right there, though. But it's just a rock that's broken. Quite the blade. I mean, look how they fooled us on this one. I know you just jumped in your chair. You did. I jumped out of the creek like 6 inches when I saw this thing. Realized it was nothing at all but a busted piece of soft granite. Look at that thing. That looks like a paleo piece, guys. But it is not. But it definitely looks like one, doesn't it? Da Vinci style. Them ladies and gentlemen out here still making these things. Guided by the hands of the laws of nature. Maybe all the credit goes to nature itself. Good finds. They are real in a certain extent, you know? To a certain extent, they're real. But we know the truth, don't we? Let's go look for the real ones instead. Well, I was right. I was definitely right. I can never figure out this place. Never can, never will. There's something in the stash right here that stands out like a perfect thumb. Not a sore thumb, but a perfect thumb, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll never believe it. I don't understand this place, though. I mean, I haven't found an artifact like a true artifact out here in at least 2 years. You're going to say, why do you keep coming out there then? Why do you keep going out there? Well, because it's heavenly. And I was just about to lay down out here as soon as I gave one last look in this rock bar, gravel bar, whatever, until I saw something. Hold on, let me take a look at this first. Probably just the start of a new dish. Yeah, okay, see? That's what I'm talking about. But then there's something over here that caught my eye. You talk about standing out like a perfect thumb. I know you never see it. You never will. How did I see it? Because the design of it is so immaculate. And it blends in quite well out here. There's always going to be truth. It's been a while since I found something like this out here. I just wanted to make sure all the stuff I found in the past was not a fluke. I've recognized something of a masterpiece from 30 feet away. And it's at an odd angle too. Still haven't figured out where it comes from out here. I don't think I ever will with the lack of history or the lack of things that I've spotted in the gravel bars. Boy, don't we ever recognize that design right there. In many respects, when you recover something like this, it's just as good. Sometimes even better than finding a fully intact little quartz arrowhead. Because you talk about the art of craftsmanship. Who knows if that's going to be it for the next couple of years. Let's hope not. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Wonderful. What a beautiful place. Let me tell you something though, when it comes to that one piece of pottery that we were just lucky enough to recover out here. I'm so glad they only allowed us to recover that one piece, you know. I know exactly how it works out here in particular places. Some of the hot spots that we go to, you know. There's something about each and every one of them. The personalities out here. Every creek has its own wonderful personality out in heaven. Some places you're going to find 15 perfectly intact artifacts in one single day. Some you're only going to find one piece of pottery every 2 years in the same spot where you found the last. And then they'll lead you to the gold in some other places. But when it comes to that one little tiny shard of pottery, the one with the perfect Mississippian design on it, the one that we always recognize, hiding in that one perspective. Thanks for this one too. Add it to the art later. All colors of the human race combined into one piece. Lovely. But that one shard of pottery speaks volumes when it comes to this hobby. They know that I know how it works out here. They know that I was always looking for that one piece of pottery. And they'll give us another one 2 years from now. But they're going to keep drawing me out to this wonderful heavenly spot to try to keep looking for them. That's why it's so heavenly when it comes to this hobby. It teaches you a lot about life. The last time I collected a piece of pottery out here was 2 years ago, right? With almost the same exact design on it. Which means what? The memory of it. Every time I come up into the zone for the past couple of years, the only thing that comes to mind, the only thing that I remember mostly when it comes to looking for history is finding that last piece 2 years ago. And I'll never forget the heavenly day that it was when I found it. That's the way they work out here. They know what you're looking for. They know how you speak. They know I'm always looking for heaven. Especially when it comes to this place. And they always lead me to it. And they don't want me to forget about it. So they let us find that one single sort of pottery every 2 years. So we never forget the beautiful times out here in places like this. It's like a timestamp. But it's more than just a timestamp, though. A flawless memory. A perfect memory of life. Hey, it's a remote to like a ceiling fan. Or like one of those room purifiers. Air purifiers. Maybe a space heater. Add it to the trash pile to trash it later. But let me go ahead and toss something up in the woods real quick. Da Vinci style. Imagine finding something like this 7,000 years from now. Gotta be careful with it though. You don't know what's going to happen to the landscape later. Let's hope they'll protect it. And we'll find this thing later. Museum quality. They're about to strike my emotions. I'm about to say something that's going to lead us to something later. Check this out. There's something very large over here in the water. It's almost like it just dropped in. It's creating waves over there on the left. I see something moving right there. They're hiding out. It's big, whatever it is. Right there. You see them? They're moving. They're huge. Well, huge for their size, what they are. It's almost like they heard me. They try to jump out of the water. And they fell back in. I think they're stuck. There's the waves from them right here. Scared the crap out of me. No, it's not a bear. You can still kind of see them moving though. No, it's not a snake. It's not a turtle. It's almost like they dropped in. I'm trying to speak it forward. Kind of like they're trying to lead me to understand that there's something massive out here I need to collect. It could be a baby deer. They're too small to be a full-size adult. It's not going to focus. You see them moving? I think I saw their eyes reflecting. Let's try to get over there softly. I'm still looking. I know how the spirit of the land works out here in places like this. Boy, would that be nice if that was one. Crap. I mean, come on, baby, you can go. I'm not going to hurt you. are they doing over there? I don't know if they're stuck or what, guys. I'm looking. They're trying to give me a sign that there's something that just fell in. It's pretty big, and it needs to be recovered, like them out here. I think it's like a little. Oh yeah, they're big, all right. I think I see some white, maybe some orange too. And no, it's not a bear. Excuse me, I'm burping. Yeah, there's no way they can climb up on that bank. I think I scared them. I think they probably think that they're trapped. Come on, little ones, you're not trapped with me. Oh, they're fishing. It's a giant hawk. That's what it was. They were fishing. They just flew off. They're in the gravel bar right there. Look at an amateur style video going on. They had a fish in their claws. Oh, that's all it was. Huh. Still doesn't mean they're not telling us that there's something out here we need to keep a lookout for today. Come on, guys. Why can't it be more than just one? I mean, seriously, though. Why can't it always be more than just one? That's the honest to God truth. When you see that mud, I guess that's a good thing. It makes it easier to read some of the stuff out here. But the last few times that I ran into some kind of wildlife or saw it at a perfect moment or something, a particular time, it's almost like they wanted us to follow them. They were trying to show us something. Whatever's out here, let's hope we find it. It's always a feeling of failure when you don't find it. Whatever it is. No label. I wish I knew what was on this one. You're going to tell me I got to look deeper. They had labels on multiple sides. I know that. What's that say? Led Zeppelin in concert. Let's toss this up into the woods. It'll be nice to find something like this a few hundred years from now, you know. It would. Old school for real. You could probably even recover the tape on the inside. Clean it off. Watch some old school movies from a few thousand years ago. I mean, you know what I mean. Let's go and do this thing right. Well, dang, fellas, check this out. I was wrong again about this place, too. Except this one's about once every year, not once every 2 years for something like this. I almost stepped on it, thought it was a stick. It might be more than just a stick. It might not even be a bone. Once I got a closer look without touching it, I saw consistency. Well, dang, would you look at that? Why can't we ever find them intact? We will never find them intact out here, unless you go digging deep in the ground, which I don't recommend in such a perfect place as this. Let them keep their fully intact bowls for, heaven's sakes. But that thing here, they'll let you find the bits and pieces when you're patient. You just got to be patient with it. Another year in the making. And they definitely made these things flawless. Another great find today. Got to be careful with it since it's got a curve on it. Another great design. Beautiful. What are the odds? I'd say 0. Already went through one. About 150 feet back, just like this. Found not one single object of historical significance. Well, I did find a brick in that when I tossed it up in the woods. I want to take a look at something though. Boy, that's going to weigh something. See if I got the strength to do this thing. Just barely. That's going to be up there for at least 208 years. Depends on this place for real. We'll like to find these things a few hundred years from now. Depends on what they plan to do with the place out here though. But let me take a look at something. I mean, this optical illusion that you never see. You know what it is. You know what kind of game it is. Time to get the camera ready. We're not going to touch it. We're just going to leave them as is. Quite the side profile in that one though. I don't know if they want me to save them or not. Maybe they're happy where they are. They look Native American to me. I mean, that's a head of rock for real. Guided by the hands of laws of nature out here, not by mankind. It's very fragile. And you can see how fragile it can be. With all the flaking. They're still flaking everything out here. I mean, tell me, what do you see? You see the eye, forehead, the brow, nose, mouth, down to the chin. Ain't nature such a perfect thing? They even know how to make the face of mankind in a rock. You just have to be in the perfect perspective to see it. Just don't step on them. Yeah, we're going to save them. We're not going to take them home, no. Why do you think heaven is here? We're going to gently place them up on the bank up there so they cannot be crushed. They have been made perfect. And they should stay that way too. Don't want anything to be broken off anymore.